So I've already decided that I was going to move on to my next bait while I was waiting for the other one to finish fully curing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Whopper Plopper that we painted the other day. We're base coated this black, and I'm effectively going to turn it into a golden shiner. I've done one of those, so in essence, bottom's going to be a pearl silver or pearl white. I'm going to do that probably halfway up the body, about halfway up the body here, and then the top is going to be, like on this sides are going to be gold. I'm going to do a little black stripe down the top. I'm also going to paint this gold, but their fins are like a yellow red, a yellow orange type color. So I'm going to do the little paddle in orange. So we'll see how it turns out, but I'm just now starting it, so wish me luck. I'll probably add a little bit of touches here and there, like I might do the gill plates, like a gill line red and stuff like that, but we'll see what I end up doing, so stay tuned. It's gonna get interesting. Gotta have some music. Because I want to do that blade orange. Now we can get to the fun stuff. And that's what it turned out like. I went ahead and did a coating, just a light coating all the way around, but you can see the bottom came out way dark, or way more silver than the top did. And that's because I want it to be a little lighter on the top, but I wanted that pearlescent coat to already be there. So it's real heavy on the bottom, but then it goes a little lighter, so maybe you can see. Thick on the bottom, then it goes light, and a very thin coat. And I'm doing the same for the tail, so you can see it's really heavy coat, and then it gets a lot lighter on the top. It's because I'm going to do that gold on the top, but I need to let that dry for a few minutes first, and then we'll move on. Change my mind. I'm going to end up going with opaque white, and then I'll come back over with the white pearlized, because that came out a little too silver, so I don't want it to be silver. I want it to be white with a little bit of pearlized look to it. So I'm gonna have to undo a little bit of damage here, but we'll get there. So I'll tell you what, I can actually probably show you how I'm doing this now. Set that up there. I actually like the way that looks a little bit, because you can see it shaded in some of those scales. Not all of them, but especially the ones like right in through here, you can see them shaded in some, so it's actually pretty cool. Alright, now I gotta wash all that white out. Good grief. I realized I was gonna be put too much in. So I want to white out something else. I don't have anything too white out though. All my baits are painted. My blanks ain't gonna be here until tomorrow. I've got nothing left to paint until tomorrow. And I can't leave the paint in the airbrush for that long. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. Okay, I'm gonna do the pearl eyes now, so hopefully it won't be too much. It's just gonna lightly glaze this, just to give it a little flair. You know, flair. There it goes. Doesn't have to be much, it's just so it gives it a nice little sparkle. I might need just a little bit more in here. I'll only put a couple of drops. A couple more, just to be on the safe side. That's good. Just get a little on the front. It's very nice. See how it gives it just that little extra shine to it? That's what I was going for, because the opaque white, just basically matte white, but throwing that pearl white, it's pearlized, gives it more of like the shiny look that I'm looking for, but still retaining that white overall color. So, gonna let that dry real fast while I'm just collecting these up here now. I'm gonna let that air dry for just a minute. And then I'm gonna wash the airbrush out one more time. And then I think it's onto the gold. So we're getting there really quick. Hey, that wasn't cool. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the gold on the top. Oh, I totally did that backwards. Come on. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright. Let's get the gold in. That's pearl satin gold, for all of you that want to know. So, there's no touching. I'm a little lower on the other side, so I'm just going to do a touch lower on this. I think it looks pretty good. the other questions that I have is how much white should I leave on that? Because I'm going to use orange on the fin. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave a whole lot. It's going to be tricky. I think I can get it. I'll watch some juice in there. I need just a little bit more, just to finish off that tail. Because you can see I blew it out. Oops. See if I can fix that. Even if not, it'll be alright.
By picking up a box at your local store.
Just watching.
This week, the new epic season of Hulu's Emmy award-winning drama The Handmaid's Tale reaches its dramatic conclusion. Don't miss the finale of the season that fans are calling the best yet. Full of emotional reunions and epic twists, June has finally broken free, but can she ever truly escape from Gilead? Don't miss a moment of the finale, they'll have everyone talking. Starring Emmy Award winner Elizabeth Moss, all episodes of The Handmaid's Tale are now streaming only on Hulu.
Try time. It's about that time. Eyeballs. We gotta get them all. So I'm taking a toothpick, super glue, eyeballs. Just gotta figure out which eyeballs we're gonna use. Sure, let's see. They have big eyes with small irises, or pupils, whatever you want to call them. I don't know that I have anything that'll fit just that. Those are pretty close, but makes them look like they're looking in a direction. I don't necessarily care for that. So, let's see. I like that. Yeah, can work. Why don't I have a size in the middle? Take it yellow, green, blue, red. Yellow, green, blue, red. Yellow, green, blue, red. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna fit. Alright. Fine. Do things the hard way. Okay, I mean, get my trusty little tweezers. What I do, I can kind of show you. Over here. Okay. Then the bait. I'll take that little bit of super glue. Well, that just absorbed right into the wood. That ain't gonna work.
Fail.
Okay, let me try and figure this out. Cause yeah, that super glue did not work at all. That should do it. That should do it. I'm gonna take this little itty bitty eyeball and try and center it and kind of smash it down a little so it looks like that. That's the goal. Get it centered and everything. Except I put that on. Then I can move to the next phase once that dries. And you know what the next phase is? Epoxy. Gotta finish the eyeballs first though. So let's get some more glue. Oh no, this is like so interesting. Here, I'll move y'all down so you can kind of actually see what I'm doing here. Don't mind all the clutter in front of you. I'm not even using that much. It's just like this little itty bitty drop. And then I'm just kind of rolling it around. It's not to make sure that the eye doesn't come off. It's not like that. It's more so that once the eye gets in there, it doesn't move. So I want it to seal down and I want it to lock down and glue in so that it cannot and will not move. There we go. Now I got two eyeballs. And it'll take just a minute to dry. So while that's drying, I probably should have done this first. But when have I ever done things in the right order? Oh, I just snapped that cup right in half. Oops, that's not going to be useful. Let's try this again. Okay, this one has no cracks. You sit right there. Yes, I have a scale. And yes, I'm going to use said scale. Okay, zeroed out. Here comes the fun. And that is why you cover that back end up. So this little piece right here, and that little ball and stuff doesn't get paint all over it. And that way it'll free spin. Now what I'm going to do, this is going to be a little bit trickier, is now, before I had it pushed up together like this, so that when I painted it came out pretty even. When I'm doing the epoxy, I want it to be further back, so anything that gets down in there is not going to cause it to adhere to it. So I want it to stay back. There's only a handful of ways to do that. This is why I use scissors. You just can't trust tape to tear straight. Since I don't need that much, I'm trying to get to 1 gram, but okay. Can I get to 1 gram? I know I gotta be getting close. Why are you not? Still says it weighs nothing. That's impossible. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next few minutes. Stirring. Enjoy my stir. Yay. How much fun can one have? And this is actually way too much epoxy, by the way. You don't have to make nearly this much. My scale wasn't reading, so I made too much. So I'm gonna stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir. Maybe I'm gonna brush out here. Cheapo ones that I don't care about. I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip on the back so I can hold this a little bit better. And yeah, just paint the snot out of this thing now. And I do have everything like cleared off in this area. I don't know if you saw that earlier, but it's just so when I put this stuff on, it goes on really clear and really easy. You can't really see, but like I'm globbing it and then brushing it down, like glob, and then brush it down. But you have to make sure that every ounce of this thing is covered. I am taking especially care, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not getting any in the where the spinner of the Whopper Plopper is going to be, because that could be massively problematic if you do that. Drip. Dripping is normal, dripping is good. Just trying to get this edge just a little bit better, because it kind of didn't get everything. What I found out is with your clear coats, bass don't care if it's perfect or not. I mean, yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing when you see your work, and it's like, oh wow, I did great. The bass are not going to care about one little defect in the paint. So if you're really concerned about it, don't. I think they care more about color than they do, oh, he missed a spot with his epoxy. Oh yay, it's about to rain. You're only gonna witness a storm coming in right behind me. So I got that. I don't have a rotisserie, so what I do is I go ahead and just manually turn it myself just a few times to make sure. Are you kidding me? I had a bug fly into my clear coat, my epoxy. Fortunately, it was still super wet, so it didn't look like it did anything. Man, that's annoying. That is a trick that I learned from Marlene Bates. It's to pop air bubbles. So if you see a bunch of, or one or two air bubbles in a specific spot, little blowtorch, and it'll just pop them. Make sure that the eyes are good, because like I said, I want to make sure that every inch. Are you kidding me? Stupid fly. Wow. I hope y'all saw that, because that fly just came right in and landed right on my bait. I'm just loading the eyes up. Just gonna put a little bit more around the front just to make sure it's not gonna hurt. Last step in this, let it hang. And once this side cures, which is gonna be a little while, I'll come back and do the tail. I've got nothing left to paint.
Fail.
There we go. Now I got two eyeballs. Two eyeballs. Two eyeballs. So we gotta stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir.